Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the co-creators of OnyxHub.com. First off, we have Video Guy, aka Chase. Alright. Come on in, strutting his stuff. And James, aka Autonomous. Alright. So these are the great guys that made this happen. And I have to say, thank you for allowing me to come into the Happy Giraffe today and have this little interview with you guys. The pleasure is all mine. So, it's great. So let's jump right in. Go ahead and tell me about you. Tell me about yourselves. Where did you guys grow up, generally speaking? Video, do you want to start, or would you like to start, James?
I'll start off.
Alright, sounds good.
I am just a good old-fashioned Southerner, Louisiana person. Right now I'm pretty much college student doing graphic design, things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much
Good stuff.
short summed up thing about me.
And how about you, James? Where were you? Where did you grow up?
I was unfortunately born over here across the pond in the UK. Live in a tiny little village outside pretty much nowhere. Yeah, worked pretty much all of my life. Started at 15. Now 22, still working
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Well, James is the workaholic, I have to say. Video, you're a workaholic too when it comes to Onyx and other related things. But anyways, that's good. That's good.
Well, secretly, James is actually a computer. He's not an actual human being, so yeah.
Well, apparently there's that too.
Yeah. Well, James is practically a computer, that's for sure. So, talk to me about college real quick. I know you kind of breezed over that. What are you trying to get a major in, video?
Right now, my current goal right now is to finish up my bachelor's degree in graphic design. And then after that, my plans are to eventually move over to Texas and actually go for my Master's of Fine Arts. That's the major goal for me right now. So, pretty much just sailing through that. I only have a year and a half left.
Cool.
Years, so yeah.
For sure. And how about you, James? Tell us about your major.
Well, I didn't actually major in anything. Never finished school. As I said, started work at 15. Yeah, I pretty much did my own. I did 3 businesses from the age of 15 up till recently, and I sold 2 of them as I got a job working at Google. So that kind of takes more of my time, so I can't really focus on my job,
Cool.
on my businesses. So I just have to focus on my Google job.
For sure. That's phenomenal. That's underdog story. Sell your two small businesses, get a job at Google. That's great. So we talked about your college a little bit, and James talked specifically about his occupation, which I think is phenomenal. I think it's great that you are doing what you're doing. Video. Video, what are you doing currently in terms of jobs? I know OnyxHub.com is pretty much a job, but what is it that you do in your free time for money?
Well, I actually have many different things. I used to actually do a lot of phone repair in the past. Unfortunately, I did end up giving that up mainly because it just didn't make enough money. It was just the parts were too expensive, and it just started to take up way too much time for what it was worth. So currently, what I'm doing, I actually work on campus. I am a tutor and an office worker. I work directly with basically it's a program at the college for tutoring students who need like special teachings or extended time on certain courses and things like that. So pretty much I help out wherever I can over there. And normally that doesn't take up too much time because I can practically do that while I'm on campus.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the students that I help tutor, I'm normally paired up with actual students who are in my art classes, so it normally works out perfectly every semester. And pretty much on the side, I do a lot of just freelance graphics work for small businesses here in this town. So I do kind of both of those things, and a few other unlisted jobs I do. A few accounting things I help out with the family business.
Yeah, you don't have to go into detail, but that's great. That's awesome. That's phenomenal. Is there a dream job that either of you have, just out of curiosity? Like, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I personally would love to end up at a college teaching. I actually taught a class a long time ago. Basically just kind of how to do Photoshop, and it was ridiculously fun. And I really enjoy teaching people. And since I'm already pretty familiar with Photoshop and everything else besides color range, won't go into that too much detail. Go into that. I like interacting with students and just being able to show them the runarounds and things like that. So I actually just see myself teaching as a professor in the future.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. How about you, James? What do you see yourself moving up the Google ladder, or what?
While Google is a really, really good place to work, and I've got no complaints, none at all. I don't really want to work here forever. I think. I'd like to move out of the UK, move to America. Like, that was my plan, but obviously that's not happening anymore due to circumstances.
Yeah.
But no, I think what I really want to do is eventually move out to the US, and start another business. One for myself, one with some friends, maybe, I don't know. But I don't really think I want to stay here. I've always been a solo kind of guy, not working for a company, being my own boss.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. There's a lot of freedom in being your own boss. A small business. I think that's awesome. How about you guys tell me now about what you do for the project, the Onyx Hub project, starting with video here.
Well, of course you already know, or you could at least assume, I do pretty much a lot of the graphical side of things, visual, what you see, and I also do a lot more of the interaction with members and people like that, and keep the servers running and paid for.
Yeah.
I like interacting more with the members, actually meeting people, just things like that. And of course, the daily fun job of making sure this wonderful Xbox 360 server is up and running. Or some days it can be quite depressing to come home and find out, oh, your electricity went out, your internet could have went out, or something else happened, who knows. 1,000 million marching ants probably came in and turned off the Xbox. Just random stuff like that. I like to make sure that's always up and running, so yeah. I do sorts of things like that.
Cool. Good stuff. And James, what do you do for the project?
Well, pretty much everything else. I manage the servers, I keep them running, I do a lot of the custom plugins, I do... Yeah, the list is endless. I do all the website things, I do keep that all running. Complain at Chase a lot, because he does things I don't like.
There you go. Gripe Chase out. Keep him humble, right?
Yeah.
Dude. Anyways, well, that's extremely important. James is the ultimate alpha nerd. He is the ultimate web guy.
I am.
I've been thoroughly impressed by everything James can do and code in a matter of seconds, and I don't even have a clue. And then I love video guys' art style, and I love that he's been going into minimalistic design, and I've really enjoyed and appreciated the both of you guys and all that you do, and for providing this really awesome service for free. So thank you.
Welcome.
If we could just move forward, where do you guys see the project going? What do you want it to be? Do you want it to be a side hobby that you just do for fun? Could you see perhaps making money off of it in the future? Could you see it growing in size and still being a free-to-play or free service? Just expand upon that for me.
From my goal for the site is always to keep it free. I don't ever want to put a price on it. We've we talked about a little about maybe adding some, donated perks. So if people really want to, give back, then hey, we're not going to turn it down. We might as well give them, a little bit something. That's a lot easier with the PC server than it ever has been with the Xbox server, just because we can link certain website actions into server actions and vice versa. But yeah, so the project will always be free. I don't ever see us charging for it. That was always one of our biggest. We've always said we'd never charge.
We don't like premium type stuff.
No,
Like it.
And that is phenomenal, and that is another reason why, if you're watching this video and you haven't joined onyxhub.com, join, because it's free. It's free, and there's a good community of good people that are serving you. And
you can't beat free.
Yes, you can't beat free. Could you give us any hints, any juicy, nitty-gritty details on the future? Any hot action?
Ooh. Currently, I'm working on a lot of new additions to the PC server. Like I said, there's not a lot we can do about the Xbox, so my focus is PC. I'm doing a lot of custom mobs, a lot of custom worlds, that kind of deal.
Looking forward to it. Well, is there anything else you guys like to drop? Anything else?
A lot of the stuff I'm working on right now is a lot more technical side on other things. I can't really go into too much detail about it, but I'm just trying to do some more future-proofing type things. So if ever in the future we wanted to, say, expand, I won't say to other games, but expand beyond Minecraft or other things, we would be able to do so. Not saying that we're going to do that, we'd like to have all our ducks in a row.
Yeah, gotta keep the options open, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just gonna jump back to a question you asked. You said, "What are we planning on doing for the future?" A lot of my vision for the future of the site is to use that second half of our name, that hub.
Yeah.
I want the server to be a hub. I want the server to be that. It wants to be an Onyx, and it's a hub server. That's what I'm really going for. A lot of different things all connected into one place.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that. All right, cool. Well, thank you for stopping by today. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview. I really appreciate it. Again, it's onyxhub.com. There'll be a link in the description. These are the two guys that run the ship. These are the captains, and they make it happen. Today, we're broadcasting from the Happy Giraffe. No, I can't tell you where it is, but have a great one, and I'll see you next time.